Hey, Sheriff Balaam here, and welcome to our series of Did You Know, and our last and final series for 2022, Did You Know? Before we get started, and I start talking with Brian here, remember, send in your questions, whether it's about the topics we're going to talk about today, or any questions you may have at the Sheriff's Office, or any law enforcement questions you have in general. Turn on your notifications so that you can stay connected to the Sheriff's Office, not only right now, but throughout the entire year. So, how are you, Brian?
I'm well, Sheriff. It's good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm excited to talk about what we're talking about today, because for me, this month is probably, every month's a great month, but this is one of my favorites.
The holiday season, no matter what holiday you celebrate, it's a time to get together as families, as a community. And one of the things that we get to do so much, Sheriff, as I've been here now for about 6 months, is give back to the community. And I can't believe how much this organization does it and enjoys doing it. Secondly, your haircut is spectacular.
Thank you.
Look
I
at
got
that.
it done today.
Great haircut.
Just for this. Did you know?
I did not know.
Yep. So let's talk about Shop of the Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
So this has been going on since 2001.
Mhm.
It's something that is very near and dear to the Sheriff's Office, and especially my family.
Yes.
This was started by my dad when he was sheriff, but it's one of the most special events that I find throughout the year, where we get to go, and in this year we're going to do a total of 281 kids are going to be touched by the Shop of the Sheriff event, and we get to shop. We get to go to Walmart, and I want to thank Walmart and all of the staff there. They've been phenomenal every single year, but this year they've been great as well, helping us set up and helping us get this event ready. But we get to go with 225 volunteers. You'll get to see it this year. You probably got to cover it before.
I got to cover it before. Now we get to be
Now
part
you
of
get to be there. But you'll see as we bring these kids in, the excitement.
Mhm.
And you'll have deputy sheriffs. We'll have our honorary deputy sheriffs. And then we'll have other volunteers that'll be there. And you see them come in, they have their list. We have Santa.
Yeah.
They get a picture with Santa to start it off. And then you get to go shop. And I think one of the most heartwarming things I always love is, we all have tough times.
Right.
And we go through our ups and downs. But almost undoubtedly every time I've gone shopping, these children, no matter who it is, the first thing they want to worry about is their moms, their dads, their grandparents,
Right, of course.
their brothers or sisters, whoever, and they don't even think about themselves.
Yeah.
And so, you go shop and you make sure you find something special, and you can see the joy as they're picking out items, but then it's really special when you look at them and you're like, okay, now what do you want?
Right.
And to see them light up and the excitement. Last year we shopped with one of our young ladies, and in speaking with her mom, she wasn't supposed to walk.
This is a story I wanted you to tell, because I
Yes.
met this girl and her family at the Veterans Day parade.
Yes.
I'm glad you're bringing this
And
up.
so she wasn't supposed to walk or talk when she was born.
Mhm.
And now she's, I believe, 12. And she was able to hold on to the basket, and she walked the entire time we shopped. And she was able to communicate with us.
Mhm.
And the special part, and again, is she wanted a special doll. And so we went to the area where the doll was, and they were gone.
Okay.
And you could see she was a little disappointed, but it's okay, right?
Yeah.
She was on. But then as we walked down the aisle, all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I always say it's that karma. It was meant to be. You turn, and there's this doll. And so we pulled it, and you should see her eyes lit up. And, just to see her big smile.
Mhm.
But what really was special to me is after that event, the family was so appreciative. We were so honored to do that. And I think this when we left, but a few months later, I was at another place in the community, and I was walking down a hallway, and they were in a room with her parents, and she saw me through the glass, and all of a sudden she lit up, and I glanced over and I could see, because something caught my eye, and she was waving.
Yeah.
And it just warmed my heart. And then this year at the Veterans Parade, they snagged you and said, that I think they said, hey, is the sheriff here? And because our daughter shopped with the sheriff, and he asked, well, which deputy?
I asked which deputy,
Yeah.
and she said, no, the sheriff. And I said, I'll be right back,
Yeah.
because I knew you would want to see them.
Oh, and so when we went back, and that smile.
Yeah.
And so that's what this event's about, is touching those children, touching those families, and for all the people that work within this office and our honoraries.
Mhm.
You know, that's the one thing I want to make sure the community knows out there is this event wouldn't occur without the Washoe County Honorary Deputies Association. And that is our nonprofit 501c3. That is members in our community that donate every year to that organization. And that organization helps fund training and equipment, Christmas in July. But one of their big things they do every year that they've done since they originated was they pay, and this year it's going to be $58,200 from their donations they pay every year for their dues to Shop with the Sheriff. And that is their main mission, is helping the office fund stuff that's not in my budget, but also helping us go out in the community and give back. And so I want to thank all the honoraries out there. Thank you for your generosity. And for all those families that we're going to see next week, we're looking forward to it. We're excited. And we're happy to be there. And we look forward to all those big smiles.
If you want to check out some of the pictures from the check presentation ceremony at the Walmart and Pyramid, go to our Facebook page. You can check it out. Just search Washoe Sheriff. You'll find us there. I'm sure you've already followed us because you're following this. So give us the like, follow, and make sure that you're able to schedule some of this stuff out, because if you watch this live or don't watch it live, this is something that we do quite often. Talk to us about the gift event. A tree that's in our staff dining right now. This is something that the sheriff's office has done for a little bit.
Yeah. So again, we have numerous veterans that are either active or retired, working for the sheriff's office, both deputy sheriffs as well as our civilian side. And so over the years, again, we've found ways or looked for ways to give back. And we've been doing the gift event since 2020, but we actually did the Angel Tree program from the early 2000s to 16, and then kind of went away. And then our veterans were like, how about we
bring it back?
Yeah. So we have a tree in our staff dining that all the members of the office go by. They can grab it. And so like last year, it was 4 carloads of presents we took to the Northern Nevada Veterans house or home. And it was 90 plus veterans that we touched their lives and were able to make their holiday season just a little bit more special, and let them know if they didn't have family, because maybe their family couldn't travel to see them on the holiday season, that somebody was thinking about them. And that's the most important thing about all the stuff we do, is it's about making that impact. And it's about letting people know in our community out there that no matter what's going on, we do care. And we want to let you know that we're thinking of you. And so that is another one of our programs we love to do. Just like one I want to slide in, we're going to do of a Christmas tree, and we're going to throw it out, I think, this coming week or next week.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Is we're going to ask all of you in our community, kind of what we've done throughout the year and Easter and other events, is we're asking you to send in your best homemade Christmas card. And we will have a tree in our lobby, and we are going to display that tree for everybody that comes into the sheriff's office. And you can put whatever message you want onto that card. And at the end, we are going to pick a winner of our most special, and we're going to highlight it. And we have a special prize for that person. So for all of you out there that may be watching, please watch for that announcement coming out. And we are excited to see what type of homemade Christmas cards we get. So that, again, that's something we're new that we haven't done. But again, it's about interacting with you in the community. That is what our intent is we want that engagement so we can continue to build our relationship. So I look forward to judging and seeing all those awesome Christmas cards that are coming.
Well, the response was overwhelming from the public when they saw our gift tree. We may have to brainstorm down the line and see what we can do maybe for next year or something, because people were just excited about it. And these aren't gifts. I was joking on TV yesterday that they're not asking for a Rolex or a Tesla. I mean, it's sheepskin slippers and maybe a warm jacket or some compression socks. So very, very simple, but it means a lot to someone who has fought for our country and served for our country.
Absolutely. They deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. How about some holiday safety tips? I mean, this time of year, and we'll get to shopping safety tips in a second, but holiday safety tips, we have a sting operation that we've just announced, and it's going out. There have been so many volunteers. We thank you for that. About porch pirates, there's a lot going around this time of year, and honestly, it stinks.
It does. It's, unfortunately, what I want to tell the community out there is this. Please be aware, we have the holiday season coming. We have tax season that'll be right behind there. And so when it comes to the safety tips for holidays, be aware of all the scams that are going to be out there.
Yes.
Protect yourself. Do not give out your personal information. If And again, because they probably will start coming, the warrant requests and all those, we don't call you and ask you to put any money on a gift card, nor does the government. So when you see those, but we've kind of changed because of COVID.
Yes.
And talking with Walmart, they've even seen it. We're a lot of shopping online. So for those of you that shop online, again, best thing is be aware or try and track those packages so that when they show up on your porch, you can quickly get them off your porch. I know you can look out there. There's a wide variety of storage boxes or bins that when packages are delivered, you can kind of put them in there. So as people, and we've seen it, we see all the time, those that are looking to do wrong, they just drive through communities, they look, and all of a sudden they see a couple packages, they'll just jump out real quickly, go up and grab them. So if you have these boxes, or if you have a good relationship because maybe you know the Amazon delivery guy or UPS delivery guy or United States Postal Service, your post person, ask them if they can put those aside or somewhere not right in front in plain sight. Otherwise, ask your friend, ask your neighbor. This is one of the things I think it helps bring the community together, that if you've moved into a neighborhood and you haven't met your neighbors, this is a perfect time to get to know your neighbors and talk about, hey, I have some packages, get to know them. Can you watch my doorstep? I'll watch yours. So that if we see, the delivery truck, whichever one's coming down the street and it stops, I'll go grab them and I'll bring them over when you come home. If you're going to leave out of town, again, leave your lights on or get the timers so that your lights randomly turn on so it looks like somebody's home. Because again, in this day and age and at this holiday season, unfortunately, those that are looking to do wrong, they're going to look for those opportunities. And they assume when they see no lights on and it's dark, that there may be packages, and all those packages may be inside. So make sure you lock your doors, make sure you lock your cars at home, get all of your valuables out, and then work with your neighbors or whoever. So as packages come, you get them inside where you can then distribute them to who you intended to.
You can also have maybe the deliverer ask them for a signature, so
Absolutely.
you have to sign for it. Also have something delivered to work. That's something that's not uncommon these days. It used to be kind of taboo. You had something delivered to work. Well, I don't want it stolen off my front porch, because sometimes you can do that too. So you bring up great ideas when it comes to keeping people safe and when we're shopping, that sort of thing, because the tide really has changed with COVID and how much you do it online. But I mean, simplest too, even if you're going to go out to the mall or something, park in a well-lit spot. Do very common sense sort of things.
Well, and that's the other thing, yes, because we still like to shop. At least I do.
I like going out shopping.
I like being able to touch it, grab it, try it on.
Right.
But for those who go out, as you're going out, no matter what, if you're shopping, if you're going to the grocery store, like you hopefully are doing throughout the year, but especially this time of year, make sure you take your valuables and put them out of sight in your car. So either carry them with you, or if you have laptops, iPhones, iPads, valuable items like that, put them in your trunk, put them under your seat, put them out of the view so that as you're in a parking lot, say you're in a big shopping area parking lot, again, those that are looking to do wrong, they're going to look for those opportunities. And the easiest one is the unlocked doors. So lock your doors and then hide your valuables. And then as you shop, most of us, like myself included, we may like to go to a couple of stores at a couple different locations. So as you start piling whatever you've bought into your car, again, put it in your trunk.
Yes.
Lock it up, hide it, cover it up, so that as people are walking by and they're trying to assess what's in your car and is the risk worth the reward, and that's kind of how they would look at that. If I have a whole bunch of packages that look very valuable, well, if I smash the window and can grab it and I know I can get to my car in a few seconds, that reward is worth the risk. So don't make that. Put them in your trunk, lock them. So as they're walking by, it looks like an empty car. They don't see any nice, valuable sunglasses or purses or any of that. So again, those are some tips that you should be doing hopefully throughout the year, but especially during this time of season, because again, those that are looking to do it, they assume everybody right now is out shopping, looking for those valuable items for their loved ones and family and friends. And so they're going to look, unfortunately, to take them. So make sure you keep them safe. And most of all, what I want to say is, as you do this, make sure you have a good time. Have fun doing it. Be safe doing it. But have fun.
You said it all, sir.
Yeah. So
happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And to end it, I want to say this. It is our last Did You Know of the year. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this year. I appreciate it. I want to thank you. We look forward to next year and the new things we're going to talk about and the new initiatives we're going to highlight throughout this organization and our community. Thank you for the questions that have been sent in. Please, if you have any, again, reminder, turn them in. Don't forget to hit your notification, turn that button on so you can stay notified as we send out pertinent information or we do these types of videos and shows. But most of all, as we do, I want to, again, circle back for Shop with the Sheriff. Walmart, thank you and your staff for everything you've done. My volunteers that are shopping, thank you for your time. And to the Washoe County Honorary Deputies Association, thank you for your generosity to make this event happen. I look forward to seeing you there. And for everybody, have a safe and happy holidays.